All right, all right. It's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. Truth hour with the General Sarah Suit Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Believe it, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. KingSeti.com. Online marketplace, official General Sarah Suit Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies. We even got art and home decor for the family that's trying to transform their African home into the temple that they always wanted. And at this time, right at this time, I got a sale going on, 15% off. You get deducted at checkout. You need to go on over there and find something you like. I know you're gonna want to buy every goddamn thing, but I take your time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there for your family. And go on over there and get you something and get that 15% off. To the family out there, y'all know what time it is. Ring the alarm, generalseti.com. Dropping bombs on generalseti.com, Seti University, the complete General Seti website, over 800 videos and lectures. Got the two raw for YouTube, the making of the white man. I know y'all want to, because you got to know that beast. Debates, all religions, ancient Egypt, Ethiopia, India, black power, politics, and economics, that gas, global African supremacy, the Black Woman is God series, and all global African history over there, family. So you know you're binging on that goddamn generalseti.com, and I got so much to add this year is just ridiculous. It's just goddamn ridiculous, family. So get on over there, generalseti.com, Seti University, and get that juice. You see what I'm saying? Patreon, family. Patreon. It's going down tonight. The Order of Melchizedek and the Canaanite Egyptian Mystery School. I had the flyer. I'm trying to get my let me get my get some of this work up here. Let me get some of this work up here. Did I drop it on there so the family could see how it's going down? Yes, sir. There you go, right there. Yes, sir. We're gonna be cracking heads all from left to right, from front to back. That's how we doing it out there. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Let me bring it up for the family so y'all can see how we getting down tonight on Patreon. 9 o'clock, family. 9 o'clock. There we go. The Order of Melchizedek and the Canaanite Egyptian Mystery School. Got that work. Got that work, family. You need to get on over there and check it out. You know, the live streams is all powerful. And I'm just dropping them. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it, going deeper and deeper. Motherfucker say, how deep? Motherfucker, deeper than the Atlantis. Deeper than the seafloor. Traveled by the mantis, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Quoted from the brother Jay. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so that's what we doing. We getting down with that, tonight. So just go ahead and run on over there and get to become a patron. It don't matter where you at. We gonna feed you, now. We gonna feed you. Now today we gonna be dealing with a very powerful, powerful presentation. Very powerful. Let me get this that up too. Where did I even put it at? That's all right. I just grab it off the desktop. That's what I do. Where is it? There you go. Right there. Bingo. 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 All powerful. All powerful. All powerful right there. 5 steps to raising African kings in the age of liberation. In the age of liberation. You know, I smile because everybody got a plan out there. Everybody got a plan, you know. And so this is for, it depends on where you want to go. You see, it depends on where you want to go. And so many people they got their formula. You see, and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, this is gas certified. This is BPC. This is how we do it. You understand what I'm saying? And we give it to the people, you know, with righteous intent that they could take the information and put it to use. It depends on where you want to go. Over here we talking about total liberation. You see, we talking about total liberation. We love the family out there. You know what I'm saying? And they got they got schools out there, and that's cool. You understand what I'm saying? And they doing it, and they should continue on. But we have to transform the babies. We got to transform them to where they assume power. You know, we have to. They have to assume power in order to make a change. You see, they have to assume power in order to make a change. And so the blueprint that we laying out today, ultimately, you understand, is going to make the necessary changes so we can bring about real liberation. Okay? Real liberation. Now, the first thing, that we start with, is that the young king is the physical manifestation of God in the flesh. Period. That the young king is the physical manifestation of God in the flesh. And that there is no other that can lay claim to this fact. You see, we got to take him out the crowd. You see? And the first thing you do is you connect him to his divinity. You see? Once you take him into his divinity, everything else gonna fall in line. You see what I'm saying? Everything else is gonna fall in line. And everything is when you talk about his divinity, you talking about the highest ideal. You're not, you dealing with the highest ideal. You see? And so once he understands his divinity, the kingship, the manhood, all of that is going to fall into place. Let me make sure that let me make sure where I'm at. Everything good out there? Let me make sure everything is good. Okay, good. I was watching, I seen some damn numbers fall. I said, what the fuck? It went all the way down to 0. I said, they didn't shut me off. Because I want to talk about the king, the young king, the young gods. But that's where you got to go. You see what I'm saying? Because in that, you requiring, and that what the, but I speak specifically for the king. I'm not a woman, so I don't teach, but that's still, in a general rites of passage, that's where I'm going to go. You see, that you are the physical manifestation of God in the flesh. And that's just not no goddamn parable or some shit. You see, this is actuality. You see, this is actuality. And that there is no other that can lay claim to this fact. You see, and that's very significant because too many of y'all just want to be in cahoots with the adversary. They're just like the little, decayed man Joe Rogan. I'm gonna do something. No, it ain't shit to me. I'm not gonna stop my time to say nothing about that caveman. Why would I say, Because I told you he's a Neanderthal. You understand what I'm saying? So when the Neanderthal play his hand, it's not surprising to me. I expect that. I tell you, that's what I expect. See, too many of y'all got crackatosis and you love him. And when he hurt your feelings and he put something out there and you say, oh, Joe, I done told everybody you was cool with me. And then old Joe went out there and Knuckles dragging the ground. You understand what I'm saying? Harry backed it, Knuckles dragging the ground. Ooh, 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 ooh. You understand? Neanderthalic, and he do what his nature tell him to do. You understand? You mad at him. You understand? You surprised at that. You understand? I'm not mad at Joe Rogan. What I'm upset is niggas who trying to deny his nature and create a false nature for the man. You understand what I'm saying? And then act like somehow you upset. Upset at what? Okay? And so this is why we have, this is why we have to deal and raise the young kings and the young gods. You understand? To know that he is the physical manifestation of God in the flesh. You God, period. You understanding that the black woman is God. You understand what I'm saying? You God because you born from God. But she's primary, nigga. Understand that. I don't want nobody to get, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get that twisted. You understand what I'm saying? She is primary. You'll never be bigger than your mama. I don't give a fuck how big you get, nigga. You'll never be bigger than mama. And so you understand that. You see? And so, and understand, and in doing that, see, once you identify his his divinity, see, you cannot do this with anything else. You see, you cannot do it with anything else because when you give that young king his divinity, then his destiny, his true destiny that have been ordained on him by the cosmos will appear. That's the only way it's going to happen. It ain't going to happen on no other way. You can't go down no other road. You see, his destiny will appear. You see, his divinely ordained responsibilities, which cannot be vacated. That got to be explained. It cannot be vacated. See, some of you motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, and I ain't making a comparison. They're just like the Pope, old Benedict. That motherfucker supposed to be the vicar of Christ. And that motherfucker retired. I say one of the first times in history, I believe a Pope retired. Like, goddamn, motherfucker, you Christ. Nigga, you the image of Christ on the planet. And you retire? What kind of shit is that? What's going on? You must have had some dirt under your motherfucking fingernails that was so thick, they had to get your ass up out of there. You see? And that, he is divinely ordained. You see? Because, we're doing shit. And our nature is revolting against us. And it's turmoil going on inside of us because our nature is revolting because we have vacated our divine ordained responsibility. You see? And this is key. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? With this energy, you can build nations all over the motherfucking universe, wherever you go. It don't matter. And you're going to establish them on divine law and natural and divine righteous law. You see? You're going to do that anywhere. But this is the blueprint that you can't go down no other road. You see? And so his divinely ordained responsibility, which cannot be vacated, is to be the caretaker and the custodian of the planet Earth. That's it. That's it. And a motherfucker, you ain't come here to get no motherfucking degree for no cracker. You didn't come here to work up no ladder or no goddamn cracker company. You didn't come here to follow behind no caveman and let him rule over you. You did not come here for that. This is unacceptable. The conditions that black people, we got to let our babies know that this shit is unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. And you understand what I'm saying? And the niggas that choose to go down this route are broken. They broken. You understand what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing but use them motherfuckers as steps to heaven. As you walking up, you can use them niggas' spines. You understand? As you walk, just you on the stairway to heaven. You see what I'm saying? You cannot worry about these people. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're gonna, they're in a perpetual hell of being in servitude. You understand? Servants, and on their way to being in some goddamn gas chambers. If it ain't gonna be too much longer, they might not be using gas chambers today. They using these shots on y'all niggas. Okay. And and see, the thing is, and he got to understand too. You understand? And this he got to understand this is where he got to be in order for shit to get right. Because if you keep telling the motherfucker he got to struggle in this motherfucking system, and that's he gonna get where he need to go, you lying to a motherfucker. You are sending a motherfucker to the ledge, just like many millions and billions of other Africans that went to that ledge under false pretense that this shit is possible. You understand? You going, the reason why you got to work man, you should have put your goddamn foot off in this goddamn Cro-Magnum's ass long time ago. That's what the fuck you should have did. Period. That's what you should have did. And because you didn't have the full capability to do that, you regressed. You regressed, and then many motherfuckers begin to make excuse for the regression and never see when a motherfucker crack you and you fall back, nigga, you got to know to jump right back up. Your motherfucker hit you and knock you down, you got to know to jump back up, because if you don't, they're gonna start stomping your ass. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to get back up. Don't let them motherfucker knock you down, nigga. If you go down, jump right back up, because they're gonna get to stomping your ass. And so that's what the fuck is happening. And so in the state that we in, nobody is telling the babies from the jump, this is the predicament you in. And point out his motherfucking enemies to him and say, this is what he did to you. This is what he's still doing to you. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's pointing that out. Nobody's pointing that out. And as the elder God, as the elder king, you see what I'm saying? You got to lay out a blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? On how the young king can overcome his adversaries. You see? You got to help him in that sense. And go all the way. And go all the way with it. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got to, like I say, you ain't got to come out here today and put everything. I don't give a goddamn. You see what I'm saying? Because we so far in the motherfucking hole, niggas whispering. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Nigga, go on and say what need to be said. Niggas want to whisper to a people that's deep, 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 deep sleep. You can't whisper to no people that's deep in a goddamn sleep. You got to scream on the people to wake them up. Some motherfuckers, you got to slap them and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Wake your ass up, nigga. You in shock. Some niggas be in shock of regression. In shock of regression. And so you think, and motherfuckers talking politely. And we gonna talk. Fuck you niggas. We on the battlefield. Motherfuckers dropping left and right. And you motherfuckers talking about having a spelling bee. And that, you know what I'm saying? And your peoples is bleeding all over the place. And you motherfuckers talking about having a goddamn spelling bee and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We is in, the final stages of a situation that they ain't gonna, is gonna turn out very, it's gonna turn out real bad for a whole lot of people. You understand what I'm saying at this time? We know that. You understand? But there's a generation that need to be told exactly what it. They can't be the next generation of servants. They can't be the next generation of guinea pigs where these motherfuckers are sticking all kind of shit in them just to, to see, how many, of our people that they could, bring or down or, the medical demise of our people by continuing to inject them in shit with all type of poisons. Somebody got to tell the truth about this shit. You see what I'm saying? They ain't never done you no good. They never, ever, ever, ever done you no good. And so I don't know what you perceive today. You understand what I'm saying? And so once we understand, first and foremost, he's a physical manifestation of God in the flesh. The elements of the cosmos are manifested in the flesh in the black man. In the black, we're gonna deal with, we're gonna let the goddesses deal with the goddess. You understand what I'm saying? You niggas need to hear this. You see what I'm saying? You need to hear this. And so once you understand the physical manifestation and understand you connected to the cosmos. Understand that you could cut all that religion off. You understand what I'm saying? They got to come out of religion. Y'all motherfuckers then gave them religion. They got to come out of religion. The religion got to be, you understand, must be destroyed. And if motherfuckers want a religion, it's going to be in the act of us, you understand, getting our liberation. That should be our religion, is our liberation. And all the elements that go into us getting free, that's our religion. Anything else, y'all can keep that shit. We don't goddamn need it. Because I'm going to tell y'all just like this, every fucking religion that you niggas is practicing out here, all of that shit has coexisted with our oppression without no, not a bit of energy to overturn oppression. You understand what I'm saying? Every religion, Christianity, Islam, it has existed side by side with our oppression. Okay? Why hasn't it the energy to overturn the oppression? Why is we still in goddamn niggas been assalamu fakum for the last I don't know how many goddamn hundreds of years? You understand what I'm saying? Some of them niggas rolled in with the Arab, rolled in with him, and then been at under his foot every since. The goddamn camel got more rank than niggas got in Islam. The camel, they got shit on the talking about the Arabs over there in Arabia committing genocide on our people right now. You understand what I'm saying? Right now. And have been and I don't know why people think it just started. It ain't just goddamn started. It been going on. You understand what I'm saying? We don't want no smoke. And that's when, I'm going to tell you, when you get that energy in you that you want some smoke, all type of ideas going to start flowing. You understand what I'm saying? You deny yourself that energy. A lot of people talk about love. Motherfucking hate is a powerful energy source when it comes to overcoming some bullshit. I'm going to tell you like that. You understand, love and, fucking talk about the laws of opposites. And so, don't ever deny yourself. You understand what I'm saying? The energy of hate. You understand? And haters, and we ain't talking about hating the motherfucker. And hating, some motherfuckers deserve to be hated. Talking about, some motherfuckers deserve to be hated. You gonna let a motherfucker rape all all your ancestors and feed the babies to the alligator? You mean to tell me you can't find no hate in your heart? Something wrong with you. Something is wrong with your ass. And so we got to, you got to not only show him that he's the physical manifestation of God, and that no other can lay claim to that fact. He's unique. You understand what I'm saying? That he is the custodian, he is the caretaker of this earth, and his divine role, his divine responsibility has been vacated. You must tell him that. It's been vacated. And that is why this world is in turmoil. That's why it's in turmoil. You want to look at it and say, no, the white man, no, nigga, you have me. Yeah, he does that. everything, and we know it. He's going to continue to do that until you recognize and reclaim your divine responsibility that you have vacated. Until you do that, you're going to continue to talk about what the white man and he ain't, and I'm and the white man and he, and you're going to continue to do that. You see, you're going to continue to do that because that's going to be the predicament of this planet until you reclaim your divine responsibility. So he must reclaim that. And he must understand, number 3, that the earth and his family is in shame and unbearable distress on the fact that his divine responsibility has been vacated. So when he look out there and he see his family, he see his nation, he has to take responsibility for that. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he's a young king, he's got it don't make no difference. He's responsible for the young ones out there that's going to soon be of age. He's going to be responsible. You got to make him feel responsible for his nation. You must make him feel responsible for his nation. Not, and understand that, yes, he may not be the one that opened up the gate, goddamn it, but he must be the one that closed it. You understand what I'm saying? He must be the one to close it. You got to put that responsibility on him, but not just put the responsibility on him. You got to lay out a blueprint. But too many of you niggas, boy, y'all running and y'all a bunch of coward ass niggas. Y'all love the beast. Y'all don't want y'all vegetarian thugs. Y'all don't want no beef. Y'all don't want no beef. Y'all vegetarian thugs. Y'all beef with everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And you ain't beefing about shit. You don't want no power. You understand what I'm saying? When we say black power, power is backed up with force. You got to have force to have some power. You got to have some demand to have some power. You ain't got no demand, and you ain't got no demand back. You could demand, but you got to have some force. And then when you get that force, you got to get momentum. And when you got momentum, you got a hard instrumental power that you can smash against your enemy. You see what I'm saying? We can't even get no momentum because you niggas won't even throw a pebble at the goddamn Neanderthal. Y'all niggas won't even cuss him out. You won't even cuss him out. Oh man, shut your bitch ass. You won't even cuss him out. You ain't even got no energy. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker been dogging you. And you know how he think about you. And I love Joe Rogan for doing what he and saying what he said. I'm so glad that he did and said every fucking thing that he said, because I said that's what they was, and they still fucking prove that shit day in and day out. He ain't nothing but a Neanderthal. You can look at the motherfucking skull and everything. He's straight up out the motherfucking Uralian Mountains, Caucasus Mountains. That's exactly where he's from. He grunt, the motherfucking, and so when he said what he said, I said, yep, that's what they do. I wasn't surprised. But see, y'all been running around and y'all putting motherfuckers shares, fucking videos and this, that, and the third. There ain't nothing wrong with watching the motherfucker, but you worship the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You worship the motherfucker. And when he said what he said, he broke your motherfucking heart. Called niggas apes and shit and this, that, and that's typical. And I just want to say that's typical. You understand? It's typical. It ain't nothing, when they get behind the mother, it's typical. You understand? And so that's what it is. And so, we got to understand that there is no greater assertion in all his existence that could compare to him reclaiming his appointment by the cosmos to rule over this planet. I'm going to say that again. There is no greater assertion in all of his existence that could ever compare to him reclaiming his appointment by the cosmos to rule over this planet. When he reclaimed that, everything that you nigga, that's nothing. That's dust. You understand what I'm saying? Money and all that, nigga, you own. You the ruler, nigga. You own all that. That's yours. You understand what I'm saying? And people believe that is far-fetched because they've been under this goddamn beast, goddamn foot for so goddamn long. You can't even conceive nothing but the lowest of the goddamn low. You can't conceive. You've been here, down here too goddamn long. So you got to goddamn put them babies up on your shoulder so they don't have to breathe this shit down here. with these niggas. You understand what I'm saying? We got to catapult with our children, not sending, a lot of people say, sending their babies to college. Fuck college. The fuck you mean college? I'm just talking, you talking about liberation now. Now, if you're talking about just getting, just making it, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna knock. You say liberation, right? You say liberation on the title, right? You understand? 5 steps to raising African kings in the age of liberation. We want liberation. Okay, now if you motherfuckers want to sit up and you want a Gucci bag, you want some Gucci loafers, you understand what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck you want. I don't know what you want. You see what I'm saying? That shit weak. That shit weak. We got to give them the higher ideals. You see what I'm saying? You get them in all of that shit, they gonna seize all of that. They're gonna throw that shit in the garbage. Once they achieve true power, they gonna throw all that shit in the, that shit gonna be nothing. They ain't gonna even, that shit ain't gonna be even of any worth to them. You see what I'm saying? And that's where we got to be at. This is 22. Whatever the fuck age, if you could stack a couple 4,000 years, but our people older than that. We can't even use them goddamn 2,000. Motherfucker, black people got goddamn shoes older than 2,000 years old. Goddamn King Tut, they still got his gold slippers and shit that they, goddamn it, we got shoes older than 2,000 years. What the fuck is we gonna goddamn, you know what I'm saying, even use anything that come from them and think we gonna achieve, the aspirations that we trying to achieve. We got to cut the beast loose. We got to cut the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal loose. And y'all got to get the love of the, and that's the way, and you got to condemn. You got to condemn white worship to these babies. You got to condemn that shit. I'm saying that. You got to condemn it. You got to condemn it. You understand what I'm saying? Any form of white worship, you got to condemn that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You got to, you got to raise your babies in, you understand, in where they don't even get a chance to see the garbage. You could teach them, you understand, in a teaching setting. You say, this is what you're dealing with. But sitting up there and just watching this motherfucking Neanderthal as sick as they is and putting all this garbage up on the fucking TV and this, that, and the third, you got to be at war with that. You understand what I'm saying? So you could get that mind popping with the righteousness and the African energy. You got to get it popping. And then you got to give them a catapult. You can't just let them, because it's hard, it ain't going to be you got to seize power. And I tell motherfuckers, they say, man, Seti, how can we do it? And really, reality is, I done told motherfuckers a long time ago, it's only one way to do it. But y'all not there. Y'all not there. Y'all have given in to Marcus Garvey. Y'all niggas not really about Marcus Garvey. Y'all done given in. Y'all done given in on Khalid Muhammad. Y'all not about no Khalid Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all not about no Khalid Muhammad. Y'all not about no Marcus Garvey, because y'all know what that gonna entail. You see what I'm saying? So, it's out there that still love what the masters was about. But many out here ain't about that. They ready to be a part of this cesspool. They ready to be another aspect of this cesspool. They not talking about that. And so we in very dangerous time. And so when you talk about, who nigga, and I'm not comparing us to any type of motherfucking Cro-Magnon, but it's almost like when you watch the motherfucking Lord of the Rings and you got 5 motherfuckers just trying to, and the ring is the goddamn liberation. And you trying to get that motherfucker across the goddamn the goal line and shit, but it ain't you against, it's you against everybody. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't want it because they benefit in the little shit that they feel that they benefited, because they so low. They so low. You understand what I'm saying? They so low that anything that's that motherfucker die and motherfucker set that shit on fire. That shit ain't none of that shit worth nothing, nigga. You done left your life with no legacy for your babies. Your goddamn babies look at your ass and shake their head and say, what a punk ass nigga. What a punk ass nigga, ain't done nothing. You understand what I'm saying? This is the shit that you leave your babies. You understand what I'm saying? No legacy. No legacy. Some Gucci loafers. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you leave your bed, some Gucci loafers and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? And and so this is the main thing that we got to do in this age of liberation, we got to continue to be hard about what the fuck we trying to achieve. You understand what I'm saying? We got to be hard about what the fuck we trying to achieve. That don't mean run out there and put your business all in the motherfucking street. But when I have a political ideology that's cutting shit off every goddamn day. You breathing what your blueprint. You breathe it. You ain't got to speak it. You can walk through the motherfucking whole day and all you doing is living out your blueprint. You ain't got to put it out there for everybody to see. You understand? You can manifest your shit in real time. And that's what was hard for these niggas to believe that because they gonna make you feel, oh, man, shut your bitch ass up. There's motherfuckers out here moving like God in the wind, nigga, achieving all type of greatness and ain't gonna ever be touched by the enemy. You understand what I'm saying? You just you need to come on out and say, God damn it, you love the Crow Magnum. That's all. That's all you got to say. Don't sit up here and down families out here that's trying and is really achieving. You know what I'm saying? There's really achieving strides in being, in separating from this motherfucker. You must separate, but you can't just separate. You got to reclaim your vacated position, which means you're going to have to see him. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They do not want it. So you have to prepare the young king that he going to have to see this motherfucker at some point in time. You see what I'm saying? And preparing. And let him know he's not alone. All the young kings is going to have to gather their strength to reclaim this energy. You see what I'm saying? All the young kings is going to have to come together. Oh, motherfucker, you are not going to make it. And that's what you're going to have to tell him. You're going to have to tell him you're not going to make it. I'm your, I love you. You my baby. You understand what I'm saying? But if y'all don't get y'all motherfucking mind together, unlike generations of these coon niggas that didn't walk and cry with the Crow Magnum and pretended like, this gonna be one, and derailed us and misinformed us and shit. You understand what I'm saying? I hope all them motherfuckers burn in hell. I hope the ancestors, if they die, I hope the ancestors catching them and beating the shit out of them right now. You understand what I'm saying? As soon as they pass over, I hope they don't go straight to hell. I hope the ancestors that's real revolutionaries catch their ass before they get there and put that ass whooping on them for lying to these babies and lying to the people. You understand? Trying to keep them, you understand what I'm saying, in the goddamn prison system of this Crow Magnum. And so that's got to be, the message of 22. Black power is not dead. That shit is all in your head. And it ain't going to be no black power until you assume power. Yeah, we got power in we got power in potential. You understand what I'm saying? Now we got to have power in manifestation. You see what I'm saying? We got to have power in manifestation. And the first thing y'all got to do is come out of the beast. Come out of the beast. Bring the babies out the beast. And teach his true nature. As you teach the young king his nature, you got to teach the beast nature. Quit thinking when you see, and that's just like, and I'm going to talk about Whoopi too. Because I told y'all, I was telling y'all about Goodbye Uncle Tom. See what she did when she went on there and she thought, and then her last name is Goldberg. I said, well, goddamn, at some point in time, the Jew owned you. You know that. Somewhere down the line, Goldberg. Shit. You understand what I'm saying? Goldberg. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So how did you get that name? I'd like to know that. Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? That's saying something to me. I say the first thing I say, you know what? I got to do a little research on Whoopi. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no goddamn, black people. And usually when black people got a white man name, that's where the slave master that owned them. You understand what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, just like I was saying, that, when you watch the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, and the slave master was training the slave. And just like I told y'all the other day, he was training the slave not to look him in his eye. Okay, not to look him in his eye. So the slaves was taught to look down at the tips of his shoes. You see, never to look him in his eye. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, one of the slaves made a mistake and looked up, looked in, and he looked the master in his eye, and the master slapped him. You understand what I'm saying? Slapped him, and he looked right back down at his shoe. And you know what he said when he looked back down? He said, "Thank you, master. Thank you. Thank you, master." You understand what I'm saying? He looked right back down. And so you got to understand, when you try to change the narrative, you try to change the narrative. You see, this ain't your motherfucking movie, nigga. Okay? This ain't your movie. This is not your goddamn movie. You know, and so and so anytime if you watching, you watch a movie, you watch how a motherfucker make a movie, anytime you got the director up there, right? You got the director up there. He said, okay, and in action, and then the movie started playing, right? And then one of the motherfuckers, and somebody say something out of line and shit. What the director say? Cut. Wait a minute. Cut this shit. Cut. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what happened with Whoopi. See, she trying to change the narrative. She thought she's there. She thinking she won with them. Got the little view, been running for goddamn 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? Shit. Whoopi done been up there goddamn 20 years on the View. You understand what I'm saying? And so she got besides herself. She got besides. She thought she was one of them. You understand what I'm saying? And she said some shit, and I didn't even hear what the fuck she said, because I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. Motherfuckers been talking and been getting into it with these motherfucking what they call them motherfuckers, what they call Kazars. The motherfucking Kazars. You understand what I'm saying? They control this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong. That's another thing. You go on another man's battlefield without no armor, without no instrument, you on his shit. He's already there. He's already comfortable. He got his army there. And you go out there with no armor, no weaponry. You understand what I'm saying? And you wonder why you end up in the predicament. And in power, that's how it's supposed to be. Ain't no man gonna let you come on his shit and change his narrative. If it was my shit, I'd do the same. Only thing is, it wouldn't be no other people on my shit. It'd be all black people. And so they making a confusion because they trying to they want an illusion out here that somehow they cool with everybody in the world, which is not. So it's an illusion. You see what I'm saying? And so you seeing a lot of shit go, because this is a cesspool. You can't tell these babies that they got to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, that they got to work. They ain't got to work shit. Their ancestors didn't work all the working that need to be fucking worked. You see what I'm saying? And that's not telling our babies to be lazy or nothing. They didn't work all the working that need to be worked. Nigga, you done did that. You see, and that's the shit that I don't respect about motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? That all the hard work, all the blood, sweat, and tears, they thinking and say, our peoples is asking for a handout. You bitch ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? A handout. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why you got to deal with niggas. That's why you got to assume power. Because motherfuckers talking to you like you crazy about what didn't happen over here. That your ancestors didn't put in, and then we got to understand too. You understand? We got to understand that didn't nobody offer you no goddamn application when you came over here. They didn't say you was gonna get paid. They didn't say you was gonna get paid. And so in your assumption that his morality would tell him that he was wrong and that he owed us. So you trying to remind a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal that who has no morality. He has no morality. And that's that's why I have to say, you got to tell the young king what he is, and then you got to tell him what his enemy is. And you got to be upfront, and you got to back it up with all the evidence and it ain't hard to do that. You see what I'm saying? You cannot sell no illusion to these children about the reality that they in. You see what I'm saying? And that they're obligated to reclaim power. They're obligated to reclaim power, to rule over themselves. Nobody is qualified to rule over God. Do you understand that? You got to let him know that this shit is a disgrace. You had to let him know that this shit is a disgrace. You understand what I'm saying? And that don't mean, be without, but goddamn it, get what you're going to get and get going. Get going and get this shit over with. You understand what I'm saying? Because they and understand and lay the plan out that the enemy got for the babies. You understand what I'm saying? Because they coming for the babies now. They say, okay, now, let's go ahead and let's go this last stage. Okay. We bring the babies on down. You understand what I'm saying? Bring the babies on down. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all niggas gonna go there and you talk about sacrifice. And y'all motherfuckers read about all these stories that Hey-Ra commanded that all the babies be brought down to the slaughter. You understand what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You even talk about all the firstborn of Egypt and this, that, and the third. You understand? They got all these stories and you got all these crazy ass so-called physicians and shit that have been creating all type of sick instruments of warfare to wipe out our people. And you silly enough. And the thing is, you done sat on your goddamn hands for this long and allow him to get that kind of power to have our people in the predicament that they in today. But that's all right. That's all right. Because you still have the potential of the Most High. And I'm not talking about no motherfucking spook in the sky. I'm talking about you are the manifestation of all energy in the universe, nigga. If you get it together, and you can get it together right now. You can get it together right now. You understand what I'm saying? They are trying to put it, but they ain't got long. They ain't got long. They day is up. They day is up. They day is up. Yeah, and so you got to come, or you cannot transfer his energy, even though he's passing. You cannot you can't let him, because when a motherfucker know he out of there, he gonna try to take as many of the righteous with him. You can't let him do that. You got to know, you got to show the babies what predicament he's in. And he know what he in. He know he on his way up out of here. He know the numbers is not looking good. He know that. And he ain't coming back. He's not coming back. He gonna try to use all type of sign. But naturally, he's not gonna make no come. He gonna try to do, and all his science is weak. You understand what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna. So now his mission is to ruin and take as many of the beloved African people on this planet with him when he go. That's what he trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? And make the last times on this planet while he here a living hell for African people. And so the thing is, you got to go ahead and the thing is, what's crazy about it, people run saying how powerful he is. You understand? And he really, it's a psychological thing. You understand what I'm saying? Psychological. Because if the unity would form, he would have no power at all. You understand what I'm saying? You will put his motherfucking back against the wall. And so really, he's winning right now with psycho. And so we have to teach the babies about psychological warfare. You got this motherfucker. You got him. You been had him. Your daddy had been had him. You understand? Your granddaddy had him. You understand what I'm saying? But they didn't have the initiative to form that energy. You understand what I'm saying? And repel this beast for what he is. Don't lie about it. You understand? Know who you are, know who he is, and let's get this shit on. You understand what I'm saying? And that don't mean run out there, but nigga, I'm not fucking with your school. Fuck you. I'm not working for you. Fuck you. I'm not putting my money in none of your shit. I don't respect you. I hate you. I'm not gonna put a fucking dollar in nothing that belong to you. Don't come down here talking about you gonna heal me. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want you to take your ass on because you didn't violate my people to the point I don't want you around. Just to, I'm here and right now I'm figuring this shit out. Until I get this shit figured out, you stay your ass on the fuck over here. We educate our own children. We grow our own food, which we can do. We don't want no more of that fucking fake food you motherfuckers are selling. We don't want it. We don't want it. You're killing us. We don't want none of that nasty water coming through them pipes. We don't want it. We don't want none of that. Y'all motherfuckers killing us with the food. We sick of breathing all this nasty ass air that y'all fucking up the air. Y'all fucking up everything. That's just facts. And so that's what I'm saying about this planet. This planet is crying out for you to reclaim your divine responsibility. Ain't nothing else can compare. I don't give a fuck. ABC, you can do that. But at the end, make sure them ABCs is used to formulate a goddamn blueprint to overcome this goddamn, you know what I'm saying, to overcome this beast. You see what I'm saying? Make sure it do that, okay? Make sure it do that because at the end of the day, if we do not assume power, we have lived for nothing. You have lived for nothing, nigga, and I'm going to tell you that. You've lived for nothing. Your life was meaningless because we have not. What else is you here to do but obtain and willpower? And if you have not done that in your life as a people, as a person, then you're a fan. And I don't want motherfuckers to be in a little corner in the gut of the beast, and and motherfucker be in the sail and draw, a ocean with a sun, but you in a sail and shit, and make it seem more prettier than what it is. Don't lie to yourself. Tell the truth. Establish what the truth is, and then build the blueprint to overcome all things that is in your way. And you could do that. Start with your divinity. You say, it's no mind. I know I could crush any Cro-Magnon. It ain't one that I know that I cannot crush. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they don't fuck with me. They don't. You understand what I'm saying? At all. Anytime one of them want that smoke, they know. But they know what the outcome is. They know the other niggas gonna be kind to them. You understand what I'm saying? They know they're gonna be kind to them. They know Big Seti gonna take the gloves off. You understand what I'm saying? And so they ain't coming down that road. You understand what I'm saying? I have no mercy and I have no obligation to be kind to you after what you done to my people and to my nation. I have no obligation whatsoever. 1,000,000 generations down from me have no obligation to be kind, to have any mercy on you for what you have done to our people and to our nation. So we have to keep that deep down in our heart, family, and teach these young kings to reclaim their divinity. When they reclaim their divinity, the destiny will appear. The divine destiny will appear. And you tell them what it is. You understand what I'm saying? The adversaries would appear. And after their destiny, after their divinity, comes their destiny. Then comes the duty. Then comes the duty. And once you know your duty, you know your destiny, then it's your duty to fulfill your destiny. And in performing your duty, you must have diligence to stay in the pocket. Take the hit, nigga, and return that motherfucker 1,000,000 times harder. That's what you got to do to get to where you need to be. You understand what I'm saying? So, family, I appreciate y'all for being out here today. Thank you for being in the house. You understand? Let them young kings hear that message. Let them hear it. They need to hear it. They need to hear it. This is the General Cyrus Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.